Home inspectors, seriously? Look, I totally get it that when somebody's spending several $100,000, they want some assurance that they're not buying into something that's going to be a fixer-upper or worse than a fixer-upper. And so that's why people hire home inspectors to come and do a thorough inspection of the home so that they can find out if there are any problems. But home inspectors, so in a real estate transaction, home inspectors show up and they're looking at a comprehensive list of things to find out if there are any problems with the home that they can report back to the homeowner. I totally get that. And if a home inspector is good and he knows what he's doing and he's got a background in contracting or maybe even a specific trade, then that can be a real help to a homeowner. But the heartburn that we roofers get with home inspectors, and probably realtors get this heartburn too, is the fact that it just seems like they're throwing everything in that report. And since they don't typically have backgrounds in construction and they're just going by what they learned in their certification class, then not only are they putting everything in there that they're finding, but if multiple home inspectors inspect the same home, they may not even find the same issues. So if there's a big problem, or if there's a problem that one home inspector finds that he says has to be resolved, the next home inspector may not even find that or may not even think that it's a problem. Well, so here's why this causes roofers so much heartburn. Is home inspectors, since they don't know what roof damage is, you know, they might be finding any little thing and saying, oh, well, you know, this needs to be resolved. And quite often what they're saying in their report is that you need to get a licensed roofing contractor to come look at this and evaluate it. Well, this is kind of a hot button right now because we've had calls from 2 different homeowners whose homes are for sale, and they've had a home inspector come and he said, oh, there's lots of problems on this roof. You need to get it taken care of. Well, one of them was the roof was covered with blisters. Well, we've had that situation happen once before where a home inspector comes, tells the buying agent, who then tells the buyers that the roof is covered with hail damage, and the seller needs to file an insurance claim so that they can get the roof replaced. Well, we've had that situation where that happened one time. The seller filed an insurance claim. The adjuster came out and said, no, there's no hail damage on here. We're not responsible for replacing your roof. Well, so what happens? Then the homeowner has a claim on his record with no benefit. It's called a claim without pay. So home inspectors, please do a little research, do a little bit of study, learn what the difference is between blistering and hail damage. And in fact, we've got a video. We'll link to that right up here. So that way you can just watch that and figure out what the difference is, so that way you're not telling a potential buyer that the roof that they're looking at is covered with hail damage. But then not only that, it's just every little minute detail. You know, this nail is exposed, it needs to be sealed. But here was the kicker of all that we just had last week. There's a house for sale that has a flat roof, and the home inspector noted ponding on the flat roof, and that's just areas where water collects. Well, home inspectors, ponding on a flat roof is not an uncommon thing, and if the roof is done correctly and the seams are all sealed correctly and the penetrations are all flashed correctly, ponding causes no issues on a flat roof. It's a flat roof, okay? So on this particular instance, this was a home, I think it's for sale for close to $700,000, and the deal fell through because of that. So that seller lost the deal because a home inspector said there was ponding. All right. Now, I know this is an aggravation for realtors too. I've talked to realtors who have expressed their aggravation. So home inspectors, please, please, don't try to inspect a roof. Don't try to give a report about a roof. If you're going to always say there's a problem with a roof and say that a licensed roofing contractor needs to take a look at it, hey, realtors, maybe that's on you. Maybe you just need to get a connection with a good roofer and have that roofer inspect your roofs when you list a house. So I'm sorry, was that too much of a rant? I feel like that was really out of character for me and for these videos. But anyway, if you've got questions about a home inspection report that you would like to have a roofer come take a look at, please give us a call right up here at our office phone number, 719-433-6991. You can also visit our website right down here, homesteadroofingcolorado.com. We've got a ton of information out there, lots of other educational videos for you, including what's the difference between blistering and hail damage. And if you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up and leave us a comment. If you've got questions, put those in the comment section down below. We read every comment and try to answer every question. And we'd love it if you'd subscribe. Click the subscribe button and click the bell icon up there so that way you get notified when we've got new videos. And until our next video, hopefully a lot less ranting going on in it, I'm Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing.